The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
children
of all ages,
how y'all doing?
what's happening?
And welcome
What's happening?
to another exhilarating
What's
and
happening?
exuberant
What's happening?
episode of Cutting Up with your boy. You know who it be. Your boy D right here. And I got my boy.
Elroy D ready for blast off.
And we in the back on the ones and twos. It's that boy.
See murder.
Yeah. So how's it going? How's it been? How is it, my brother?
It's going good, man.
Man, it's well.
It's going good. We have hit that exciting point of the football season where we are able to see the future of everyone's organization and where they're headed, whether it's at a standstill, whether they're going backwards, or whether they look promising, like they look like they know what they're doing when it comes to drafting.
And also, I'll say I think you find out what the structure of your team will be.
Right.
So if just like with some, a couple topics we'll speak on later on who can be that next man up if we have a man to fall down. And it also goes back to what he said on your ability to draft properly and execute those proper evaluations and get exactly what you want. So
No doubt.
he's correct on that one.
No doubt.
So, but we'll jump right through these fast hitters before we get to the main meat.
Yeah.
So let's start off with the NBA. So this year's season opening schedule will air on NBC, marking the network's first NBA regular season broadcast since 2002. ESPN shared those duties in previous years to start the season. Matchups are Houston Rockets versus the OKC Thunder and the Golden State Warriors versus the LA Lakers. Looks like that one just crossed your board right there. That face let me know you didn't know what the matchup was till you heard your team, my boy.
No, I really don't care. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do like the first game. First game kind of give it because, everybody kind of itching.
I mean, I like the lineup. I like all the lineups, but, I think it was more or less about it being back on NBC more so than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just want to see how that's going to look. You know what I mean?
I don't give a damn because
really
my thing is, like, if you got HD, it's still gonna look like it's supposed to. But
not look. I just want to see how it's gonna feel because you know what we used to seeing.
But that's my point, though.
You know what I mean?
You're not gonna have Marv Alberts or any great voice to actually commentate the game, and like
y'all might go back and do some research to find out who exactly on that team. I think it may be one or two people that did make the crossover, but of course, the bulk of it not. But I just do want to see, how it's gonna look, and so how y'all feel about it? You know what I mean? Would y'all really want to? Because of course, I know I was stuck on TNT, ESPN. I don't know because ESPN kind of been over the last couple of. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying though, when it's on NBC though, that means like the weekend games.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a lot more based on NBC because I don't think TNT got gonna have. They don't have nothing.
Yeah, but it's like. All they're going to do is just play more games on ESPN at night. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the only thing about it. I don't, you watch the game for the game, but the voice of the game keeps you endured in those intense moments.
Yeah,
and,
make you want to actually watch it.
I'm gonna miss him. Bang! I'm miss him and all that, man.
Yeah.
Them boys used to go crazy,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm quite sure he might still be.
that's why I say some of the voices I think still cross over, but maybe a lot of the personality. More or less, you know what I'm saying? Also, we got Christmas Day matchups, which we'll run those down as well. And before I say this is bullshit, NBA. We ain't never not playing on Christmas, bro. So, is y'all mad because y'all throwing us out because Tatum hurt? Or y'all, what?
Oh, you saying the Celtics?
Yeah,
not
bro,
playing?
we ain't never not playing on Christmas, bro. But matchups are Cavs versus Knicks, Spurs, Thunder, Rockets, Lakers, Mavs, Warriors, Timberwolves, Nuggets. Which is the most intriguing matchup on Christmas? Because by Christmas time,
You already know what it was.
I know you want to hear Rockets.
Houston and the Lakers, like
But you
all
don't
the
have-
other matchups are like, you know what I'm saying?
Cavs Knicks is
Well, no,
Cavs,
I
Knicks
take
is a
that back.
decent Eastern matchup because based give me a little bit, just based on the forecast of all the injuries in the East. You know what I'm saying?
I would give you OKC and Denver.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Who did you say the Spurs were playing?
Spurs Thunder. Spurs Thunder.
Yes.
Spurs Thunder.
That's
Nuggets Timberwolves.
No. The Spurs
Yeah,
and
no on that one.
the
No on
Spurs and the Thunder and the Lakers and Houston are the best games.
Hey, I still
that
like Dallas against the Warriors though.
Why?
Because that's, man, bro, you got AD, you got Big Coop, you know what I mean? You got a Dallas team that's kind of young and
You
feeling
think
their
AD
ass
gonna
right
be
now.
playing?
Huh?
You think AD gonna be playing?
Yeah, man, AD come on now. Now, we got to give AD one thing. Now, in his beginning, he has been pretty consistent now. Even when he was with you. People, I want to hear it out there. Let me know. Laker fans, even back to the Lakers, let me know. Was he consistently over the last 2-3 years? If not, tell me I'm wrong.
At the end of the day, depending on what the NFL has lined up for Christmas, I think they done lost Christmas Day.
I think it's because of the injury.
You know what I'm
bug.
saying?
I think it's the injury bug though, because you would have had a lot more options. Well, with us being out, you got who else?
Look,
out?
man.
I would have thought it'd been
Christmas
Clippers
Eve.
would have been out. Clippers should have been out.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the NFL has started to slowly take over.
Well, we have to wait for the matches for the NFL. We ain't dropped.
And see, this is the thing.
Yeah,
This is the thing.
We'll talk
Not
about it another time.
only are the NFL creeping up on the NBA during that point of the season.
College is too.
Hey man, because you got the playoffs.
That's the playoffs. College is that bowl season.
Right.
That's the champion. My bad. That's championship season. You know what I'm saying? So, cause you got cause the last time they would have played. Let me see.
Championship is the first weekend in December, so we talking Christmas.
They got a week off because the Iron Bowl is my birthday weekend. The last weekend.
No, SEC championship game is always
It's
the
next
first
week?
weekend in December. It's always December the 3rd, 4th-ish,
5th.
something like that. So,
Cause my birthday.
if you
last
talking
weekend of November.
December the 25th,
No, yeah.
Christmas Eve, that's when they played the first
round of
round.
the playoffs.
So keep in mind
And
now.
it's bowl season. And it's bowl season.
That's my
'Cause
point.
you're gonna be getting good bowl matchups by that time.
That's
too.
my point.
Yeah,
So the NBA and let's just be real. You got college basketball that be done tipped off too.
But it don't
And-
peak in that time though, because football gonna win.
It does for me.
It's
Because conference play has started and it's round about the halfway point.
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it all depends. Yeah, if conference play started, then I ain't watching till conference play started.
Yeah, and conference play start round about November.
Early December, something like that. Yeah. So we'll wait till that happens and we'll see from there.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Also-
But this is very, very, very exciting for me because, like I said, bro, you hear more about college football, regardless of what it is you listen to. Around here we listen to Jocks 94.5, Paul Feinbaum, and the rest of the crew. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is starting to hear more and more about college football.
Yeah, because you have so many more outlets and stuff, and if you follow anybody on any social media platform, which is a couple people I follow and stuff like that, you can always get a daily dose of what's going on in your collegiate area where you leave your allegiance.
Right.
So yeah, man. Also, man, the Celtics lock up Joe Mazzulla for a multi-year extension. I don't know why, but hold the fuck well. Also,
he's a good coach. Y'all just won a championship with that man.
He just like to fight, man. I don't know what the fuck. No damn knows it. I don't know. But Jayson Tatum seen walking without the boots at the Patriots training camp. Why, bro? Don't play no damn football. Stay at home. Former Heat security guard charged with stealing over $2 million in jerseys and selling them. And I think one of them, a couple of them was LeBron gameplay jersey. I ain't talking about like jerseys just to sell them to somebody just because they were.
Yeah, you talking about.
I'm talking about game worn jerseys.
Everything sold on.
Yeah,
real deal.
like a game. I think one of them was a game he played, maybe like the Eastern Conference Finals or a championship in, and he won. You know, he was gonna keep it and maybe auction it off. He stole it, sold it to somebody, and I think it ended up selling for some large amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So on over to a little bowl over this. What you got?
No, go ahead.
We have to say something?
No.
You got something you
Yeah,
okay. I ain't want to miss.
Yeah.
So let's jump on over to the college football a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing I was finna say.
Yeah, so we on the same thing. You know what I mean? So
I know you wanted to talk about the poll.
So did you see the poll?
I glanced at it. I know we're number 8. I know Texas is number 1. I know Penn State is number 2.
There you right.
Ohio State 3.
Keep going.
No.
You're going.
I know it, but that's why I say I skimmed it. I skimmed it, just glancing. But that's all I know. I saw what Bama was, and I saw who was like the top 4 in front of them. Well, top 4.
All right, so I didn't see that with you.
Oh, I knew Clemson is next.
Yeah, there you go. You still rocking. You still rocking.
Yeah, Clemson.
All right, so we'll go with that. So we'll start ending at 4 at Clemson. We'll pick up with Georgia at 5, Notre Dame at 6, Oregon at 7, which you spoke, Bama at 8, LSU at 9, which I don't like this next one. You got Miami at 10. With Carson Beck at quarterback, and he couldn't do shit over there with Georgia, and all your get the fuck out of here, man. No,
look. No. Are you finished with the list? You gonna keep going?
I'm gonna keep on going.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish. So I can.
Well, before you go, you stopped at 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We at number 10.
We're at 10.
All right. The only thing I got a problem with is the order of Alabama and Georgia because we beat Georgia. And to be honest, I think we have more talent than Georgia. I see Georgia having a better coach right now, but at the end of the day, I think we have better talent. And to be honest, I haven't seen now one of my quarterbacks actually play in a game. And I know that the boy said that he's going to make his mind up on who's going to be the starting quarterback after the next full scrimmage.
I think they said Simpson.
No, that was just some bullshit they threw out there. Coach DeBoer just said, like, over the weekend, like, after the next scrimmage, that's when he's going to determine who's the starter. Okay, cool. So that, in my opinion, that lets me know that it's a close race. But I do feel that Ty Simpson will start against Florida State, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to continue to be the starter, right? Because I feel that Keelan Williams, is it
Russell?
Keelan Russell. I feel that Keelan Russell. Yeah. I think he's the best quarterback on the roster. But I don't think he's ready quite yet. Maybe at the halfway point, maybe, next year. But I'm thinking that he's going to go with somebody that's more, seasoned. But I think that the quarterback that they brought, whatever his last name, Mack, he brought from Washington.
He third. I can guarantee you he third.
I'm thinking he's second.
Keelan gonna be two. I can guarantee. I believe just for me and what I've seen, I definitely.
But either way it go, you
Simpson's gonna be the one.
Other than quarterback, I don't see anybody. I don't see us having any other problem. Maybe other than my D coordinator. And I've been told you about that, but we might have that under control now.
I think your talent level can outcoach. Kind of assisted. The defensive coordinator because I do think you guys got some studs.
But that's my only gripe.
I got a lot of returning starters.
Yeah, I think that BS. I think we're a better team than Georgia.
Now, I'm gonna say in reference to that part. Now, the only reason I think they got them in front of you, remember they went to the playoffs.
Yeah,
you didn't.
Understood.
So I think that's purely based on that because you know what I mean. Because I think they had one or two losses, and that really take it. I think y'all had three. Yeah, so I think that was probably what made that determination.
But that was with Michigan though.
Right. You know what I mean? But even with they had two losses.
That was a bowl game. Yeah,
so they would have had two losses because they lost in the playoffs. So I think
they ended up with 3 losses.
Who did they lose to? They couldn't lost with 2 games. They lost to y'all once, right?
They lost to Alabama.
And they didn't lose no more to the playoffs.
I thought they did. I know they beat Texas, but they lost another game. They ended up in a close game with Missouri, but I thought they had lost another game. I might be wrong.
I thought they only had the 1 loss to y'all, and that's how they got to the playoffs. I don't think they would have made it with 3 losses either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think they only ended. They may have ended with 3. You know what I mean? But I don't think they had 3. You know what I mean? They may have ended with 4. So okay. And with Georgia also has a quarterback that hadn't played with Gunnar Stockton. A lot of unproven positions, like they lost a lot of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. How can you rank them so high? They lost a lot defensively. They lost all their wide receivers and running back.
They did bring in some highly touted players in the actual portal. Like they got Zachariah Branch, they got the kid they got from USC receiver. He a highlight reel in the box itself. So they did get some great players in reference to kind of be a little better than they was. So still they got depth. They still got a tight end, number 4, the big boy tight end. So it all depends on their quarterback play because that's what hurt them. Because remember when Beck got hurt, they had to throw the other boy in at the end, which, he wasn't playing with his shit in the wind with that one. So that's what hurt him. So that made a big difference. But then you got rounded out at 11. You got overrated. You got Arizona State. Well, Scatterboo gone, but quarterback still there, but Scatterboo gone. You got Illinois at fucking 12. Yeah, Illinois Illini at 12. You got South Carolina at 13.
I see South Carolina being that high because
I see Carolina in the 20s.
I see them that high
20s.
Because I really believe that defense is going to be outstanding, and I think they finally got something that they haven't ever had, which is a quarterback.
Yeah, Sellers is nice. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you.
He's
Sellers
going
is
to
nice.
be even better this year due to the fact of, he got that experience up under his belt. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at them, and I'm really looking at y'all as sleepers in the SEC.
We ain't nowhere near it. We ranked 39th or some shit.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing though. Like when you look at it, y'all are pretty much known for having, like Bama, a good running game and a good defense.
And the weird part about it,
now you have great wide receivers, so all you got to do is just plug in the best quarterback. So be that as it may, like you have a great team in Baylor that you're gonna face the first game, and it's actually a trap game, so you got to come with it because it's in Texas. So either way it go, so either way it go, you got to make sure that everything is on point when you get out there. So if the quarterback that you got from Oklahoma starts off slow, which he shouldn't, because he should be familiar with the style of the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Deuce.
Y'all think Jackson only gonna have a great season, man. I think he got downplayed real big based on his output last year, but man,
which wasn't a fair assessment due to the fact all his
5 receivers coming out of there,
all his receivers were hurt. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Then with the offensive line, the majority of your offensive line was hurt the majority of the season, so that didn't help.
That's another team that we gotta really like think about in the SEC that I think is going to be way better. And they're up under the radar because they get all those receivers back that were
Who?
hurt. Oklahoma?
I don't know. I don't know about that one because I don't know about that one. I just want to see they got a new quarterback. He came from Washington State, I think.
Gunslinger.
Yeah, and he brought his offensive coordinator over there, so we're going to see how that go.
Yeah. So it's just all about the receivers and the timing of the quarterback. But everything else, running game and defense, hey.
We'll see how it go. So we got Michigan at 14.
I think that was kind of low for them to be 14.
They lost a lot too, though. So they got a new quarterback, a freshman quarterback. So we're gonna have to, take that into account too. And you got Florida at 15, SMU at 16, Kansas State at 17, Oklahoma at 18, Texas A&M at 19, Indiana at 20, Ole Miss at 21, Iowa State at 22, Texas Tech 23, Tennessee 24, and around the 25 out at Boise State.
I want to see college football get back to the prominence of when all the Power 5 schools, all with the big names, are good. You know what I'm saying? So technically,
I think that's the case though.
No, because what I mean by that is
they decent.
Yeah, what I'm saying by that is I'm saying like the big name schools of the SEC as well as their rivals because their rivals be right there in the mix as well. So you got to keep in mind Michigan as well as Ohio State. But when I say that, I'm talking about Nebraska. Colorado's on their way back with Dion. But I'm also talking about USC, UCLA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think with the resurgence or research or surge,
Arizona, when they were known for having a great defense, the Desert Swarm, they once called it. You know what I'm saying? Miami, Florida State.
I think with with the NIL and people with
it
the
will.
recruiting starting to, so you'll
Eventually.
start seeing it eventually because you saw Michigan was losing to Ohio State. Now you saw Michigan start to be Ohio State, which they finally won in that championship, broke through. Then you have who won behind them, Ohio State right behind them. So you do have a resurgence of teams from the other side actually being good enough to win the championship.
Who do you see as overrated in the top 5?
In the top 5?
Yes. Come on, man. It don't take long. You got the list
if I
in
give
front
one,
of
I'd say it'd be Clemson but I don't want to say that because they got a good front. They got one of the more seasoned returning quarterbacks with Cade Klubnik. So
I think they trash.
If I see overrated, bro, in that top,
they are definitely overrated.
We got to look at it, bro. We got 10 teams from the SEC in the top 25.
But technically, I wasn't even thinking about Clemson, but definitely.
Georgia?
They are definitely overrated.
Who, Georgia?
No. I said top 5. Georgia in the top 5, isn't
Yeah, they 5.
Oh. Well, no, I wouldn't say Georgia, but I
think
Bama is better than Georgia, but I'm thinking more or less Penn State.
Oh, no. Hell no. Fuck no. No, hell no.
They're not finna win.
Now,
they won't even win the Big Ten.
I'm not finna say they going to win in that championship.
They won't win the Big Ten.
Got shit. Put it like this. No, put it like this.
I'm tired of them.
Yeah, I know they should beat Michigan.
Nut up.
If they can get past Ohio State.
Nut up.
If you hear me say it right now. If I know we all be drunk, and I'm real, I ain't drunk right now. But let me say this:
they might lose the motherfucking hour. You know what I'm saying? Like
if they win, they beat Michigan, and if they beat Michigan and Ohio State, bro, whatever SEC team they see in the playoff, they gonna have a problem, bro.
Yo, I see
I'm gonna be
that.
straight up. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I see that.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, cause they what Michigan was when Harbaugh won. You know what I'm saying? They good enough to throw the ball, but they great enough to run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got 2 studs back there. You got a returning quarterback. With Aller, I think his name was Aller or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, bro. I ain't got no confidence in Franklin or Stanklin as I call him. But, Now, if I see overrated, I don't see it in this Arizona State. With I guess I'm gonna have to see that. I'm lost with this Illinois shit. I'm like, come on, I ain't got no hate, but SMU, whoo, and God, then Tennessee, come what the hell? I'm lost on that one, so but hey, we leave it at that. Yeah. Jimbo Fisher just run over this. Said he want to come back to the game. I think if Hugh Freeze don't cut it, he'll be the first person that they call at Auburn. Yeah, because Hugh Freeze, I think his seat should and probably is real hot with the having. You got to think about it, bro. At Auburn right now, they have, I want to say, a top five pick with Falk on the outside going in this draft. You got a lot of returning starters on the defense. You got some experience in the middle. Linked on the outside, in the secondary. You have the second best receiving core in the country, period. The only person you put before the receivers that's at Auburn is the kids over there in Ohio State. That's it, period. All they ever needed was the quarterback. Now, the only question, because Auburn has always had a great running back room, is the running backs. We'll see. It's going to be a committee because I think you have, Austin, guy 23. I can't think of his name right now, and Henderson, the guy who just came in. There's a couple more guys, and another guy that they speaking highly. I can't even think of him. So he been making plays in camp. So Auburn going to be a problem. Also, they said John Gruden want to coach in the SEC. Said he died to coach in the SEC. I don't know what that feels like. But let's get to the meat of the street. The NFL has been giving us everything it needs to give us since Thursday night. Now, Anthony Richardson, I don't understand. Did you not see the blitz? Did you not realize it was hot? You had two flats guys that you could have thrown the ball to if you just would have just paid enough attention to do so. So you don't do that. You get hit, you get hurt, you run out of the game. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Come on, guy. You're getting a little tour to me now. You're a little tonga-longa-ish to me right now, okay, my guy? So I need you to get some milk, some eggs, or something. Need to fix it, my guy. But other than that, my word for the NFL preseason is, excuse me, Shador. Who was your standout performance over this NFL preseason debut?
Oh, man. Standout?
Standout. Who you think gave a performance that propelled themselves to get more reps, to either be looked at as a starter or definitely ensure themselves a roster spot going into these what we call tryouts, resume building.
Well, I got two
preseason games.
I got different answers to that. As an individual, I got two people. Okay. I'm going to name a quarterback that you didn't name just to be, with you on quarterbacks. I'm going to say Jackson Dart. Because Jackson Dart is a quarterback where a lot of folk just hated on and didn't think he was going to make it. But in all honesty, he looked better than all the other quarterbacks on the roster.
I agree with you. Jackson Dart looked, he looked like a.
And I also got to say Drake May. I got to give him his flowers. Drake May looked way better than what I thought because he was passing the ball and running. Like
Travion Henderson looked like a player too.
Yeah, he's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
So he definitely got dog in him. I like old boy from Colorado, Western.
And I got
to play for Baltimore.
I got to give props to the field goal kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think his name Little. Hold on.
I understand that it didn't happen in the actual regular season,
Cam Little,
you,
70.
you, my brother, have just solidified a spot in the NFL.
As long as you living.
Because at the end of the day, we know that if you are able to kick it that far one time, you can do it several times.
That means he money from 60.
Oh, he's money from 65.
You know what I'm saying? But 60, you know if you get 70, that means 60 in your wheelhouse every day.
But no, the thing about it that's scary is if he kicked it from 70, I bet you he's then kicked it by 72, 74.
And bro, they were outside.
That's why they said, fuck it, we're going to go on and give him a shot. Because they know how far he done kicked it in practice.
Yeah, bro,
so he might be lights out between 70 and 75.
Think about him in Denver.
And just think, he just young. He's just a child. Just think, the more squats he do and work out, sky's the limit.
Man. That was,
but,
God, 70.
Now, those were my individuals, but when it comes to actual team,
I don't really look at team because I know.
But the thing about it is,
because some people are playing their 2s, some people are playing their 3s and 4s.
But see, that's why that's why I'm saying my team. I'm very excited about everything that I saw, but one thing, and I think that thing has been fixed.
What is that?
Is just all about him learning the defense and getting reps now.
Ooh.
I'm going to get to that, sir. But my Philadelphia Eagles played, you understand me? They played this weekend, you understand? And they played the Cincinnati Bengals. But the thing about it was,
C-Murder, cue the dramatic music.
My second string started the game against their first string. And we was able to hold our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, they scored every time on offense, but there were long, sustained drives that we could have gotten them off the field a couple of times on 3 and outs, but the inconsistency and inexperience of the second team going up against a group of first stringers who are hell bent on starting the season off hot. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me about you because I didn't really see it. Y'all wasn't telling about I was watching my ass kicking.
Yeah.
We played pretty decent.
Oh, I watched us.
Pretty decent.
When Cincinnati took all their starters out, it was 14-10.
Right.
And see, the crazy thing about it is, like I say, yes, the offense gave my defense fits, but it was second team.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase looked good. Burrow looked good, and the tight end looked good. The running back Brown, he looked good on spurts. You know what I'm saying? T. Higgins ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually his picking passes once they get in the game because after they had to pick, then y'all weren't going to bracket coverage Jamar Chase to get him no open.
Right.
So we just going to play a little shell just to
defensively.
We won't play that long.
Jaheed Campbell and my boy Ty Robinson, the big D tackle from Nebraska.
Okay.
Like everybody from the linebackers to the defensive line look good. Like I said, Eli Ricks, suspect. There's a couple of other ones that were out there. I already know who both my safeties are. I know who my starting cornerback on one side is. I know who my slot man is. I just hope that this guy that we got from the Raiders, Bennett, they say he was number 2 in single coverage breakups last year. And, you know, he has gone up against wide receivers like Chase, you know, by him playing with the Raiders. So I'm just hoping that he is the one that we put out there and he's able to coexist with, you know, Quinyon Mitchell. And then, like I said, we'll be straight. You know what I mean? Like,
that's going to be my question mark for y'all defense being there. I know you'll say Slate wasn't, you know, but, you know, he did, you know, was a
well, it's all about the reason why I say that is
Quinyon Mitchell on a number 1 guy now.
Yeah, he is.
Every day. So
yeah, but the thing about it is, the reason why I said that is because at the end of the day, long as you got a good safety over the top and you are able to get a cornerback that's able to fit that system, know what's expected of you to do in that system, you good. But like all these other guys, they're inexperienced. Eli Ricks, inexperienced. Ain't got that much PT. When he was out there, Chase pretty much was doing what he wanted to do. They put another guy out there. He did a little bit better.
Everybody, unless you put your best guy on the best guy, so that's just expected. You know what I'm saying? So
only somebody that like I said now. No, I ain't gonna go there. But either way it go, that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. You know what I'm saying? I just read that it's a possibility that Landon Dickerson got hurt. It's a possibility he can be back.
Off practice on, I think they said it was Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, but they said it was something minor that happened to his meniscus. So I just read a report saying that he's gonna have a minor surgery in the morning, and he should be ready by week 1 or 2. So I can deal with that because I know I can go a couple of games without.
If they say week 1 or 2, I probably would wait until week 3 or 4. I wouldn't rush him back.
Well, he's that kind of guy where he'll put a brace on and he gonna be like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, but then I would still like to save people from the stairs. Like, hey man, let's just make sure this thing is locked in
for the long haul.
You know what I'm saying? For
I
the
got
long haul, for the long, even if we just talking about the long haul this season, we don't even have to be talking about the long haul for the rest of your career. We can literally just be saying, I just want to make sure that you're strong enough this season. Even with us trying to, definitely try to make a play for the, back-to-back Super Bowl and put a dynasty on our name. Can we make sure that we can keep that going? So hope so. All that going.
Quick hitter.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you a question for real.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowgirls played the Los Angeles Rams. Excuse me, y'all. The Los Angeles Rams this past weekend in LA, and Jerry Jones was seen on the field talking to the owner of the Rams, chit-chatting. That walks up to both owners, shake their hand, and says
the stupidest shit he could have ever said.
He tells the Rams owner, we'll be seeing y'all later on in the NFC Championship game. And I'm like, why would you even apply that pressure to you when everybody is going to know what you said, and you're not even in the predicament to do that because you don't have a running game. Your offensive line suspect, and the best player on the team hadn't gotten a contract yet. And you might start the season out 0-1, 0-2 because of you jiving around, not paying Mr. Parsons. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Then when he finally comes, he got to get back in game shape. Not just he's in football shape, but he has to get in game shape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they got a tough schedule to start the season off. So it's like right now you're fighting for third in your division, and you saying you're going to the Super Bowl. And I understand everybody at this point in time should feel that their team is capable enough to make a run. But let's just be real, man. There's just certain teams that shouldn't even be saying the word Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowgirls are one. Y'all need to be saying playoff first.
You got to look at this. We all know when it comes to the Cowboys, what can go wrong will go wrong, and Cowboys going to do Cowboy things. So we got to expect it. And it's every year. Cowboy fans, you come with this shit every year.
Yeah, man.
Every year. It's our year. We're going to win it. Dak's our guy. CD for mayor. Go to hell with that shit, man. Nobody want to hear that with y'all, bro. So I'm going to give y'all third right now in the division because y'all got to show me y'all can be any other.
But see, that's the thing, though, bro. So, you saying third, but with the defense the Giants have, if Jackson Dart plays the way he played this past weekend, I got the Cowboys Rams being in the 4th spot in the division.
Rams?
Yeah.
Don't let Detroit fuck around and figure it out.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. It's some teams that got players that can just figure it out. You know what I mean? Because that roster offensively is still great.
You know what,
You know
man?
what I mean?
From
So
what I
I'm
saw
gonna be
this
honest with you.
weekend, and I know it's early.
So, yeah.
But from what I saw this past weekend, it might be somebody else completely different winning the NFC North. Like, we might have Minnesota winning the NFC North.
No, I saw.
With the quarterback play, that's the only thing that
they still playing around like they got the new Kirk Cousins or whatever. I don't know what we gonna see. You know, guy, where he came from.
But I have
Penn
absolutely no favor in Green Bay because of just.
State. They look pretty good though.
No, they didn't.
They look pretty good.
No, they didn't. They got their ass thrashed by the Jets. How they look
I'm
good?
talking about with their early starters.
No, they didn't. They could hardly move the ball.
They didn't play but about 7 plays, just like the Raiders.
Man, you can't say they looked good then, D.
That's why I said they looked.
Hell, the Jets went up on there like 10-0, 14-0, something like that. Like, they could barely move the ball, and it's the same thing. Justin Fields don't know how to check down. He going for the big play. You know what I'm saying? Or when he does check down.
Jets, he ran that over in.
Huh?
He ran the touchdown in. So.
No, I'm talking about Love.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
That's what I meant if I said Justin. Jordan Love. Justin Fields looked decent. He looked way better than what he looked with Pittsburgh. And you know what I'm saying? Who was the team that drafted him?
Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh.
Oh, shit.
Pittsburgh didn't draft him.
Damn. I can't remember.
But either way it go, he looks.
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks way better now because he's more poised in the pocket.
I can't remember. We're gonna see though, man, because I don't.
I ain't got no faith in
I
Jordan
did
Love.
like your boy. Now Jalen Miro, I did see his debut. He looked pretty good. I will give him his.
He's the
flowers.
future.
He looked pretty good. You know, a couple of throws on the run. Definitely, he's gonna look good running the ball. You know what I mean? So that wasn't a surprise. But you know, him getting outside the pocket, making a couple good throws and with accuracy. You know, I definitely give him some. You know, give him a little flowers on that one. So I ain't gonna take too much away from him.
What do you think about Kansas City? Because to me, like, as a team, they didn't look good. But when Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey and the rest of the starters did play, they moved the ball smoothly. But the thing about it is Arizona did some stupid ass shit to give them like the first score. I think they fumbled on the opening kickoff and Kansas City got it like on the 20-yard line. And all they did was run the ball up the middle on a draw foot with Pacheco, and then the next play was like a little out, you know what I'm saying, to the wide receiver at the top of the screen. So like but once they got out the game and everybody settled down, Arizona beat that ass.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like with Kansas City, bro, honestly, just being straight, as long as they healthy, bro,
they got a shot.
If
the
because
defense,
I watched them
though.
go in. I watched even with the defense.
Defense suspect, though.
But their defense is what I call that bend but don't break. They always come up in the moment. They always get a timely sack, a timely tackle for loss, a timely turnover in those moments. You know what I mean?
Who was a team that you would say was disappointing for you this weekend?
My team. Yeah, my team, bro. Anthony Richardson, there's no way you're gonna tell me you the same fucking guy 3 years from now, bro. 3 years ago, bro. You still doing the same fucking shit.
But the thing about it
That's
is,
ridiculous,
though,
bro.
I got a question for you on that.
Daniel Jones look better than you, dog.
But this is the thing, though. Your GM and your owner knew that these two guys here were the heir apparent. So then it makes sense for them to get a quarterback in this past draft. Like,
I think they were looking at Arch, bro. I think
yeah,
they
but
really
this
got
is the
kicked in
thing.
the balls when Arch said.
But tomorrow is not promised, G.
But
and
in
see,
NFL, it always is when you get a collective bargaining agreement and they pay you $450 million every damn year. Tomorrow we're coming.
Not anymore. It ain't like that anymore.
Where the team going?
Huh?
No, I'm just saying the season will come, but what they're saying
they ain't got a shot. That's what I'm saying. Like tomorrow at Arch.
How?
Because Arch his granddad already said he coming back for his senior year. So at the end of the day,
so let me ask you a question.
You gonna sit up there and wait an extra year or two. You understand?
Let me ask you a question real quick. And I don't mean to cut you off. I want to ask you a question based on just what you just said. if a team of owners came together and not collectively but singularly called this guy and say, hey, if we get the number 1 pick, he coming off the board, period. And if you got a team, if you got 8 teams that you know every last one of them need a quarterback, he going to be number 1. Do you think they're going to let him go back and take a chance of getting hurt and not be able to secure that number 1 spot? I'm just asking you a question.
I'm just going on what went down this year. The Indianapolis Colts knew what they had on the roster.
Right.
They had a bunch of quarterbacks that went and they passed over that they could have gotten. Just think if you had Shador.
Bro, I think you gotta look at that, bro. I know. I already said I would love.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like
I
would love
all
that.
these folks skipped over. You're getting bit in the ass all because of that.
Just like the
you should have got Shador.
Tyler Shook or Show, the one that
Tyler Shook. They say he looked good.
That nigga threw a pick 6
yeah,
first.
he threw a pick 6 first, but then
that's my point. First,
but they said once he calmed down though,
he drove him down though.
Once he calmed down though, after that pick 6. He did well enough for them folk to be talking about him starting.
Well, guess what? Let's get into the topic.
Because Kellen Moore loves him.
Shador balled out.
Ain't no secret.
Let's go ahead and let me say that. Let me touch on that. Shador balled out, bro. The first touchdown, even though I know he didn't drive it down there, fit in between 3 guys. Second drive basically gave you the whole essence of the 2-minute drive. Got you down and scored again.
In all fairness,
man, Shador balled out, bro.
In all fairness, yes, Shador did ball out, but I want to give props to Bryce Young as well because
get the hell out of here. Bryce Young ain't do shit.
Bryce had a good game. He threw a touchdown. What you mean he ain't do shit? He drove him down and got a touchdown. It ain't like they had ran the ball the whole time.
They did run the ball a couple times with 30. What his name was 34.
I said the whole time.
Bryce Young pretty.
Bryce Young had a good game.
They did.
The time he was in there.
I don't think he threw. Did he throw?
Man, whatever.
But Shador balled out.
Shador played longer. Of course he balled out. But I'm just saying for him to be in there just for one series the way he was, and they went down there and scored first, then they took him out, like he did good. That's all I'm saying. I just want to get a man his flowers.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
No, because you tried to throw salt in the game at first.
Because you jumped in front of me giving my flowers to my guy.
No, I waited till you finished. I waited till you. Yes, you was. You said you had said enough. You had said enough.
I went through. See, that's what I'm saying. You had said you want to say I said enough. I went through.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem.
Yeah, I ain't let me know.
Okay.
So the only reason I said it, I'm gonna give him a more like before the drive that he threw the second touchdown, I would have gave him a B minus, B plus, because I didn't like the overthrow he threw to a couple. He had a couple overthrows and one almost pick.
Who you talking about?
Shador. Because he had an overthrow on a couple passes. One of the guys, he could have lost it over, kind of hit over his head a little bit. Then one of them, he almost got picked off. So he did make a couple of little, minor little mistakes. But once he got that last pass in, drove him down with a 2 minute, I'm going to give him an A. Why? You're going to put me out on national TV. That's what you did. With the 3s and the 4s. Because you're not even no 2s. You only got a starting line out there with you. I don't even know who the fuck he was throwing the ball to. You know what I mean? And
number
Bryce
84
was
looked good, though.
His number 1, because Thielen was out there. He had Jimmy Horn out there. He had Xavier Legette before he got his ass kicked out.
I wasn't comparing them some deep. I'm just saying Bryce looked good because at the end of the day, he didn't have too much of nothing last year, and for them to have a better chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he had a pretty, because he still had Thielen. He had 2 receivers.
All he had was Legette and Thielen.
Yeah, so now you got Thielen, Legette, and Jimmy Horn.
And the other boy, they got another boy too. Please, I can't think his name. But he was the boy, I think, number 17. He was cutting up last.
Legette 13, 17.
No, Legette ain't 17. Yeah. Well, not Legette, it's another number. This boy is another wide receiver. He's a deep threat. He cut up in the game against Atlanta, the last game of the season. I can't think of his name.
And you said it's Carolina.
Carolina. But either way it go, I think that they look good going down the field themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because old boy
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
Because he had a nice kick.
Yeah, DJ Moore. Also, we got a little friction over there in Buffalo. You know, you got James Cook, who refused to play in their game. Cook has sat out the last 4 training camp practices after initially being a full participant. Actually dressed for the game, but only took part in warm-ups. Cook is in his final year of a 4-year, $5.832 rookie deal. He's seeking a 15 per year deal. Is he worth it? Yeah, because he's like your second best player outside of your fucking quarterback. Is Amari Cooper still over there?
No, he's
gone?
not the second best player on the team.
On the offense?
Offense, yeah.
Offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's the second
offense,
best player on the offense.
Yeah.
Outside of the quarterback, you know, you're gonna hand the ball up to him. You can throw it to him. You know, he's shown versatility all three downs. I think Shakur's the other receiver. I don't even really know who's still over there receiver because they shuffle him that's why they give him so much praise because it's not really, you know.
Oh, they got Keon Coleman from Florida State.
Keon Coleman 0. Yeah. Ricky, you know, made a little.
I think he number
0.
He ain't 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because he wasn't 0 the first time, but yeah, I think I know he is 0.
He had 0 on their preseason game.
He ain't play.
I thought it was number 3 or some shit. 83, something like that. I don't know why I was thinking it. I know it wasn't on number 0. Not at first. He just changed it.
I think he
wasn't 0 last year.
So yes, he was. You know, I'm playing Madden. The only reason I know I play because Dunn, that's his favorite damn team. That's all. He played with Buffalo. He played with Buffalo, San Francisco, and and Baltimore every once in a while. That's the only reason I even know that he was 0.
I don't even know why I'm seeing a different number.
No, because I think he did have a different number before that. Before they brought it 0. No, I said you was right on that one. I'm just saying I think he switched it at some point. So you probably is right on that, but I know he is 0 now. You know
he just got drafted. This is just his 3rd year in the league and the 2nd.
Yeah, because you know they just weren't able to go back to the single numbers. Everybody could go to the single numbers about 2 years ago. That's when
they were doing single number before he got in the league.
They brought the 0 in. No, 0 wasn't in it. You couldn't get 0 at first. You can get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but then after they brought the single number in, that's when they brought 0 back. And that's when you see a lot of kids now getting 0 in the league and all that stuff like that. So, but yeah. Also, man, you know, you got the big deal, just to switch it up just a little. What do you feel about the TKO deal with mix a little WWE with a little UFC with a little ESPN?
It don't bother me because it don't affect me, so it don't matter.
So I would think so. I know you an avid watcher of wrestling. Being with that, do you think this affects the typical wrestler watcher's ability to watch, or they just kind of switch over to the new place to watch it?
It don't matter because if you're a real wrestling fan, you're going to switch over. And most people already got all the plateaus anyway, so you got to have Peacock in order to see football. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's not much that play on Peacock on football.
NFL Thursday night.
Prime.
Oh, that's Prime. Why the fuck
Prime.
I always get them bitches mixed up.
It's the P.
I always get them mixed up.
It's purely the P. Yeah, that's purely the P, but that's Prime on Thursday night.
Okay.
So yeah,
but either way it go, it don't matter because at the end of the day,
then it's not Peacock, it's Paramount. It's Paramount Plus what they going to.
It don't matter.
So you got Paramount Plus, Hulu, ESPN, all those kind of bundling up. So that basically kills the model of pay-per-view for the UFC. So all their pay-per-view events will be from ESPN, some on ESPN, some on CBS, and then some on Paramount Plus. I think they say gonna have 30 pay-per-views total, but 13 numbered fights. So, you know, they'll have UFC 507, UFC 509, and stuff like that. So you'll get 30, but that's starting in 2026. So that don't affect anything they watching for the, time being and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that next year. Just like you had the start of this year, wrestling going from WWE going from Was that always on USA to Netflix for Monday Night Raw? So we'll see how long that SmackDown stays the same in reference to that. One other thing, man, I saw that Birmingham Stallions have been re-signing players. I saw we lost a lot to the NFL, I think, because of, the possibility of the team not being renewed or moved. But I have seen a lot of now re-signings of Birmingham Stallion players. So hopefully that's a good sign in reference to
Don't mean shit.
Hey,
That
you
don't
never
mean
know,
shit.
though. Why you signing them if you ain't gonna play them?
Because they want them on their team for when they do go back to playing, regardless of where they play. That don't.
But if their team ain't there, they're free to go to anywhere else, so it won't be no difference even if they sign them.
Well, the team gonna be there. It just might not be Birmingham's team, but it's going.
I see what you're saying.
See what I'm
Sign them to
saying?
the team just in case where the
Right,
team.
regardless, they already got the roster.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
Makes sense.
It don't make a difference on that end there. You know what I'm saying? Like Birmingham, like what they got to do is what they don't want to do. See, they want Birmingham to bow to them, but no, y'all bitches gonna bow to us. If you want the stadium to be like halfway full, y'all got to put it at a respectable time frame. Instead of having it at 11 o'clock when folk just not waking up from the night before, or you got motherfuckers
going to church on 11 o'clock.
Going to church, you know what I'm saying?
Sunday
Like
school,
at the end of the day, like that ain't finna fly. It's hot in the South.
It's fuck in the South.
Ain't nobody finna be sitting out there at 11
2 o'clock.
or no 3 o'clock.
Hell no.
And it's 98 degrees outside, no shade. Man, stop.
But you know what's weird though? It's not the fact that we know this. It's not the fact that people won't sit there because if Bama got a 2:30 kickoff, I swear it's 100,000. It's gonna be pipe.
But that's only like
But
in the
it's
first
different.
part of the season too. Now
You don't think an end of the season game with Bama against LSU gonna be packed with 100,000?
no, we're not talking about that. We're
What you
talking
mean?
about the heat though.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The
When it
heat.
get toward the end of the season, it's gonna
See,
cool
that's
off.
that's not a fair assessment because after September,
because we're a spring ball. Spring, I got
that's
you.
spring.
Got you. I got
like
you.
it's starting to cool off, whether it's starting to heat up in the spring.
Yeah,
that's different there, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you felt it.
Oh shit, you ain't gotta tell me that's a whole other monster.
All right.
That's why I think that I think that the Birmingham Stallions should have marketed their club seats a lot more. Because market the fact that I know the club seat was $80 this year. Okay, cool. But market the fact that you got that starting an hour before kickoff, you got free food and free drinks and free alcohol, certain types of alcohol, wine, beer, and whatever, all the way up to the end of the third quarter. That come with it. That's a hell of a savings. Market the fact that you don't have to sit on them hard ass benches out there. Market the fact that you got that actually cold and you get the actual cup holder with a padded seat actually in the shade. So when the shade start to bump, you're sitting in the shade. That's actually part of the rest of it probably in the goddamn sun. Market that fact, and market that fact that all that comes to. Also, if it's too damn hot, you can walk your big happy ass back up to the top and go in there and sit in the air conditioner and cool your ass off. Also, market that. Market that all that experience come with the $80 ticket outside of the seat that you sitting in. Maybe that, get a little bit of people to make that $80 sound a little better to them. No, you tell me. Because it's kind of absurd that that ticket $80, but it come with a good deal, but you can't get folks over there to pay 10 or 12. And I say it because I still say that we label whores. And we'll name whores to where we don't know who we're playing for. Stallions just ain't a real, even though we got 3 championships, we're just completely diabolical on how you don't support a team that does that. But I still say that with not knowing the players, not knowing who you're rooting for, and biggest thing, go back to what he was saying, piggybacking off your point, is that the scheduling. Terrible scheduling at 11 o'clock in the daytime, especially on Sunday. Especially on Mother's Day, bro. A Mother's Day football game, bro. Father's Day, yes. Mother's Day, hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Because mama ain't trying to go out there. Mama trying to go get something to eat and take her ass back to the crib, cuz.
Well, on that,
You know?
I mean, since you brought that up, my thing when it comes to that is, I think that we're tired of settling for second best. Like we're tired of settling for scraps. Like
What you mean second best in what word?
our sports teams. Our sports teams, like the Barons, have had great teams.
They terribly marketed. They terrible.
The Stallions have had great teams. We have had so many different pro teams, from XFL to USFL to World League. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had it all. But it's like, if you know that we're football fanatics, or if you know that we like basketball, like, it's time for us to try to get a real professional team if you're trying to get that type of money and audience.
But I still feel like
Cause
we
see,
have to support the little guy.
and we are, but it's only so far we can support them when you start charging us the money of the big guy.
Yep.
Like, if you look at it now, the concession prices ain't that bit different than the NFL.
Oh no,
Actually, some stadiums in the NFL cheaper.
Bro, for what you can go get in Atlanta Stadium based on what you get in the fucking what that shit is,
Right.
Progressive, man, you can go and get a buffet in Atlanta. You going to get a bill in Progressive, cuz a bill in Progressive cost you $20. Man, I remember they showed a special on the news saying what all you get with $20 from Atlanta Falcon Stadium. It was like you get popcorn, a drink, nachos, a hot dog, liquor, all that with $20.
Right.
So hell yeah, they charge. Then for you to get like I said, they give you, I think it's wine and beer, certain beer with the $80 ticket, and you get whatever food they put out there like that. Now I know you get that with the $80 ticket, but outside of that, it is what it is. So, But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unfortunately, we have come to the end of another episode of Cuttin' Up. And like I say, please like, share, subscribe.
That's
comment,
right.
and cut your notifications on so you'll know when we are about to cut up. You feel me? So you got anything before we rock and no? We don't have any more football, ladies and gentlemen, till Thursday. This is the episode we've been out before that, so no nothing till Thursday, and then we pick back up on Thursday and we'll start rocking along. You got anything else, my boy?
Oh, sir.
So again, Birmingham. I'm gonna say one thing, WNBA, ladies. It's up to you to go watch these ladies in the stands. Go watch them so they can get some more money. It's not up to us, fellas. It is, because we're going to go, but y'all have to go too. So, yeah, we support the guys because, of course, we watch it. And, not being sexist is just, kind of honest about it. Just like wrestling. Wrestling is more of a male and kid watching. Not a lot. You'll get ladies, but I think it's a smaller percentage than the men, the amount of men that watch it, and children.
I think it's about tit for tat, because you got to keep in mind a lot of the women like watching it because they like looking at the men.
Women wrestling.
They like looking at the men.
Right. So let's spread the wealth. Let's get the ladies to where they want to be, but it's going to definitely take the ladies to help the ladies get to where they want to be. So let's get them there, but let's do what we got to do to get them there. Okay? If I don't see you again, y'all know when I'm going to see you. Peace.
Them boys, they cutting up.